medieval India, all these densities were there. So only the particular density you must remember the capital and its founder. In the slides, I won't teach about all the density because everything are not of that much importance. Only some are important. Like you can see about Rajputa densities. Then I'll be talking about all this Bahmani kingdom and everything. Everything is not important. Only study about its capital and founder given in this slide. So we study up to Rajputa. So Rajputa capital was at Malkhand or Manyakheta, and its founder was Danti Durga या Danti Varman II. Then next is Chandela of Jeja Bhukti. Its capital is at Khajuraho. So they won't give Jeja Bhukti or like anything, Khajuraho or anything. They will ask only the capital of Chandela dynasty. So capital of Chandela is Khajuraho. They might also give for match the following. So remember all the capital and dynasty's name. So Chandela dynasty founder was Nanuk Chandela. The next is Kalchuri dynasty. Its capital is at Tirupuri and founder is Kokala I. The next is Gadwal of Kannauj. Its capital is at Kannauj and founder is Chandradeva. Then next Tomar is of not of that much importance. Then Guhi Lota or Sisodia of Mewar. Its capital is Chitur. I think so everyone will be knowing that where is Chitur. Chitur is in Andhra Pradesh and its founder was Bappa Rawal or Hamid I. Okay, so now we move on to the next slide. Okay, now we'll study about tripartite struggle. This was very famous in this medieval India. So you must know who all were there in this struggle. Tripartite struggle. Who all were there? All the densities were Palaj in the east, Gurjar Patihar in the north, and Rajputa in the Deccan Plateau area. So towards the close of 8th century AD, there were three great powers in India. The Palaj in the east, the Gurjar Patihara in the north, the Rajputas in the Deccan. So the tripartite struggle for the supremacy among the Palas, the Patihara and Rajputa. So this struggle took place for the supremacy of all these three dynasties. The main cause for this struggle was the desire to possess the city of Kannauj. Kannauj district, it is in UP, which was a symbol of sovereignty. So for the possessing the city of Kannauj, struggle was going on. Tripartite struggle. So which are the three dynasties in tripartite struggle? That is Palaj, the Gurjar Patihar and the Rajputas. Okay. Now we'll study about the Palaj dynasties. Pala, they ruled during the 750 AD and 1150 AD. And its capital was it at Muragiri or Munger in Bihar. So Pala dynasty ruled in Bihar at Munger. Its capital was at Munger. And Gopala was the founder of Pala Empire. His son Dharmpala succeeded him. Dharmpala revived Nalanda universities. You know one of the oldest famous university in Bihar, Nalanda University. So Dharmpala revived Nalanda universities. He founded the Bikramshila universities. So he founded the Bikramshila universities and also he revived the Nalanda universities. Because before the struggle of this one, some outsiders came, foreigners came and they destroyed the Nalanda city. And it was during the period of Kumar Gupta, that is from the Gupta dynasty. So remember that also. During whose reign, they destroyed the Nalanda cities. That was during the reign of Kumar Gupta. So Dharmpala revived the Nalanda city. And after that, Kumar Gupta and some other, like I think so, I don't remember full name, I'll give you I'll say in the tomorrow class. So he also helped for reviving the Nalanda universities. So Dharmpala revived the Nalanda universities and he founded the Bikramshila University. The Pala dynasty was succeeded by the Sena dynasty of Bengal. Jayadeva was the great court poet of Lakshman Sen. So Jayadeva was the great court poet of Lakshman Sen. Lakshman Sen is from Sena dynasty. Now Patiharas. So All these three were ruling contemporarily, like Palaj, Pratiharaj, and Rajputaj. So Pratiharaj ruled from 730 AD to 1036 AD. The Pratiharaj are also called Gurjar Pratihaj, probably because they originated from Gujarat or southwest Rajasthan. And his greatest ruler was Bhoja or Mir Bhoja. And also he was the founder of Pratihara dynasty. He was a devotee of Vishnu and adopted the title of Adivara. This is not that much important, but okay, he was a devotee of Vishnu. Okay, now we'll study about the Rajputaj. Rajputaj, his capital was at Dantidur. His founder was Dantidur and capital was at Malkhand, Walkhed. Dantidur, who fixed his capital at Malkhand, founded the kingdom. The greatest Rajputaj ruler were Govinda III and Amogh Varsa. Amogh Varsa, he wrote many books also. So study that one. I have mentioned in yesterday's slide. So study that one. Amogh Varsa ruled for 64 years, but by the temperament, he preferred pursuit of religion and literature to war. So Amogh Varsa preferred religion and literature. He was himself an author and wrote Kavi Raj Marga. Kavi Raj Marga. So remember this book. This book is important. It was written by Amogh Varsa, the earliest Kannada book on poetics. So they might also ask that Kavi Raj Marga was on which language, based on which language. So you must remember it was based on Kannada language. The famous rock-cut temple of Kailash at Ellora was built by one of the Rajputa kings, that is Krishnavan. So rock-cut temple of Kailash at Ellora cave was built by Krishnavan, Rajputa king. Other important rulers were Prithviraj Chauhan. He ruled over Delhi and Agra and fought two important battles. First battle of Tarain was fought in 1191 AD. Remember this one. First battle of Tarain was fought in 1191 AD and second battle was fought in 1192 AD. So this question already I have asked about battle of Tarain. So it was fought between the forces of Prithviraj Chauhan and Muhammad Gauri. In the first battle, Prithviraj Chauhan was the winner and Muhammad Gauri lost it in the first battle. But while in the second battle of Tarain, Muhammad Gauri again invaded India and that time he won. In the second battle of Tarain, Muhammad Gauri won, in which Prithviraj Chauhan was defeated and captured and later on slain. The kingdom of Delhi fell to Muhammad Gauri. So first battle that time Muhammad Gauri was defeated and he ran again in 1192. He attacked India and in that time Prithviraj Chauhan was defeated and he was slain. And that time kingdom fell to Muhammad Gauri. The battle of Tarain had great significance in the political scene as it led to the establishment of Muslim rule over North India and subsequently in the south for several centuries. So after the battle of Tarain, this significance, it was the entry of Muslim rule over North India. Then important is Jayachand Garhwal of Aurya Rathod. He was the last Rajputa king who was also defeated and killed by Muhammad Gauri in the battle of Chandwar. So remember battle of Tarain 1, battle of Tarain 2, then battle of Chandwar that happened in 1194 by Muhammad Gauri. So in that Jayachand lost and Muhammad Gauri won and Jayachand was killed. So remember battle of Chandwar 1194. Okay, we were at this Rajputa next. Okay, we study about the. Am I audible to you all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So remember battle of Tarain 1, battle of Tarain 2, then battle of Chandwar. And it was between whom and whom. So battle of Chandwar is between Muhammad Gauri and Jayachand, in which Jayachand was defeated and killed. And battle of Tarain was between Prithviraj Chauhan and Muhammad Gauri, in which Prithviraj Chauhan won but in the Battle of Trench 2, Prithviraj Chauhan lost. Okay. Now in of Mewar, Rana Kumar he defeated Muhammad Khilji and erected the tower of Vizhi Defence in Chittoor. His successor Rana Sangram Singh and Rana Pratap Singh were also great kings of Mewar state. Some features we'll see of Rajputa kingdom. The country remained free of invasions but lost foreign contact. The caste system was rigid. Like they followed mostly that Kshatriya's caste system. The Rajputas were proud warrior and people but hospitable. In the field of culture, many great fortresses and temples were built by them, such as Khajuraho. So Khajuraho is in Madhya Pradesh. Ling Raja Temple. So this temple you must remember. Ling Raja Temple is at Bhubaneswar, Odisha. Sun Temple at Konark, Odisha. And the Jagannath Temple, Puri. Dilwara Temple at Mount Abu. And the causes of the decline of Rajputas: lack of unity and forsightedness. And the caste system was the main cause. And defective military organization were some of the cause for the downfall of the Rajputas. Okay. Now we'll come about the South India. So in North India, we have to see only these three kingdoms: Palas, Gurjar Pratihara, and Rajputas. So now we'll see about the South India. So Chola in South India, we'll see about Chola kingdom, Vijayanagara Empire, Bahmani kingdom. So we'll see about all these three. So Chola Empire, its capital is at Tanjore. First capital was Tanjore, then it was changed to Gangaikonda Cholapuram. So one of the king, he named found the city Gangaikonda Cholapuram and made as his capital. The founder of the Chola dynasty was Vijayala. So remember this one. Who was the founder of Chola dynasty? Vijayala. Who was the first feudatory of Palwas? So Vijayala was the feudatory of Palwas. Then he captured Tanjore in 850 AD. Then he found the Chola Empire. The greatest Chola rulers were Raja and his son Rajendra. Raja built the Daswara temple, Raja Rajeshwara temple, which is attributed to Shiva at Tanjore. So who built Brideshwar temple? That you must remember. It was built by Raja. So and it is attributed to Shiva. So question has come. Brideshwar temple is attributed to which god? In that option was the Shiva, Vishnu, and some other option was there. So you must answer. It is attributed to Lord Shiva. Then next is Rajendra I. He conquered Odisha, Bengal, Wama, Andaman and Nicobar Island. So the Chola dynasty was at its zenith during his reign. So you must remember that Chola Empire, it is between what are the extension of the Chola Empire. So you must remember about this Odisha, Bengal area, Burma, Andaman and Nicobar Islands. And already we have in Tamil Nadu also. Tanjore is in Tamil Nadu. So okay. Rajendra I assumed the title of Gangaikonda Chola. And then he built a city called Gangaikonda Cholapuram. So if question comes, who got the title of Gangaikonda Chola? So that is Rajendra I. Then he built the city of Gangaikonda Cholapuram. Then he made it as the capital. So Rajendra I, title Gangaikonda Cholapuram, built the city Gangaikonda Cholapuram. The last ruler of Chola dynasty was Rajendra III. And importance we'll see. In the Chola Empire, there was a Sengol, a sculpture, a long and decorated stick which is made up of gold and has a Nandi carry of Lord Shiva on top. That was handed over to the new king by court priest during coronation. And that in that Chola Empire, king was the head of central authority led by a council of ministers. But Chola Empire was democratic empire. The Chola Empire was divided into mandalams. So what's meant by mandalams? That is called province. So you must know. They might ask, mandalam means. So what does mandalam means? So that is province. And these in turn were divided into Wala Nadu, commissionary, Nadu district. So mandalam also remember, you must remember Nadu also. and Puram. Puram, a group of villages. So Nadu is district and Puram is a group of villages. Okay. Now we'll see land revenue and trade tax were the main sources of income. And the style of architecture which came into vogue during this period is called Dravida style. So Chola Empire used the Dravida style of architecture. So Kailash Nath Temple of Kanchipuram. Another aspect was image making, which reached its climax in dancing figure of Shiva called Nataraja. So dancing figure of Shiva is known as Nataraja. And Kambana, who wrote Rama Avtaram. So you must remember, Kambana was also the court poet in the Chola Empire. And he wrote Rama Avtaram, was one of the greatest figures of Tamil poetry. So Rama Avtaram by Kambana was in Tamil. His Ramayana is also known as Kamba Ramayana. And three gems of Tamil poetry are Kambana, Putna and Puvalendi. Then okay, this is not that much important. Gopuram and Garbhagriha are the two important structures. So I study about Gopuram and Garbhagriha because recently now it's in news also due to this Ayodhya temple, Sri Ram temple. So you must study about Gopuram, Garbhagriha. Gopuram and Garbhagriha are the two important structures. The best specimen are the temples of Vijayalaya, Choleswara and Nageswara temple, the Koragnath temple and the Mora Kovita temple. Okay, and this other Chola kingdom we have seen from the south. Now other kingdoms are Western or later Chalukya kingdom. Its capital is at Kalyani. We have seen that is Chalukya of Solanki. So study about that also we have seen in the first slide. Its capital was at Anilvadan. Now this Western or later Chalukya capital is at Kalyani. And its real founder is Telappu. Then next Kakatiyas, its capital at Warangal, Andhra Pradesh. Founder was Prola Raja II. And Yadava kingdom, capital is at Devagiri, Maharashtra. Founder is Vilam V. And Hoysalas, that is Dwara Samudra and Karnataka. Capital is at Dwara Samudra. And founder is Vithiga Dev, Vishnuvartan. The temple of Hoysaleswara at Dwara Samudra, modern Alvid, is the greatest achievement of Hoysala art. So if they ask, see, actually in the name itself, that kingdom name is there, so you can easily remember it. So if they ask, it is a great achievement of Hoysala art. Okay, so now we are finishing there. Now we will start with the Delhi Sultanate. And in this only, in Delhi Sultanate, after that we will study about this Vijayanagara Empire, after Delhi Sultanate, and in that some little about Bahmani Kingdom. So okay, we will start with the Sultanate period, that is from 1026 to 1526 AD. So Delhi Sultanate. First we see the background of that Delhi Sultanate, how that Muslims started ruling, the Mughal rulers started ruling here, and how they gave the name as Delhi Sultanate. So first we will see who came to the India. First Muslim invasion. So question have come. Who has done the first Muslim invasion? He was Muhammad bin Qasim. So the first Muslim invasion, Muhammad bin Qasim's invasion. Muhammad bin Qasim invaded India in 712 AD and conquered Sindh. So you have a study about this Muhammad Ghori. Actually, he came to India in 1191 only. So the first Muslim invasion was by Muhammad bin Qasim, not Muhammad Ghori. So remember this one. First Muslim invasion or first invasion, outsider invasion was by Muhammad bin Qasim. Muhammad bin Qasim invaded India in 712 AD and conquered Sindh, which became the province of Umayyad Khilafat. First Turk invasion. So Muslim invasion was Muhammad bin Qasim. First Turk invasion was Muhammad Ghaznavi to enrich himself by taking away the wealth from India. In 1025, he attacked and raided the most celebrated Hindu temple of Somnath. So how much times Muhammad Ghazi came to India? 17 times. and in that he attacked Somnath temple. So remember this date, this year. Somnath temple was attacked by Muhammad Ghazni in 1025 AD. It lies in south of Kathiawar. The temple was destroyed in 1026 AD. As a reward for his services to Islam, he received the title Yamin al-Talwa. This is not important, but remember about Somnath temple, where it is, Kathiawar, and when it was destroyed in 1026 AD, and it was attacked by Muhammad Ghazni in 1025 AD. And Muhammad Ghazni came to India, done expedition to India 17 times. And then second Turk invasion is by Muhammad Ghori. First Turk invasion is by Muhammad Ghazni, and second Turk invasion is by Muhammad Ghori. So Muhammad Ghori invaded India and laid the foundation of Muslim dominion in India. He may be considered as the founder of Muslim rule in India. Okay. What was the reason for success of Turks in India? Because Rajputa were ruling in the North India. They lacked unity and organization and were divided by rivalries. There was no central government, and they were small and scattered. Okay. Now we will start with the Delhi Sultanate, 1206 to 1526 AD. Muhammad Ghori conquest became the nucleus of a new political entity in India, the Delhi Sultanate. This period can be divided into 5 distinct periods. First one is slave dynasty. This slave dynasty has many names like Ilbari dynasties. Then we will study in this slide. So slave dynasty also known as Ilbari dynasty, and other also is there. So slave dynasty ruled from 1026 to 1290. Khilji dynasty was the shortest period. They ruled only for 30 years. Tughlaq dynasty, they ruled for the longest period. They ruled for like 94 years, Tughlaq dynasty. And the Sayyid dynasty ruled for 37 years. The Lodi dynasty ruled for 85 years. So remember this, they might ask that in Delhi Sultanate period, who ruled for the longest period? Slave dynasty ruled for 84 years. So okay, first is Tughlaq, then slave dynasty, then Lodi, then comes the Sayyid dynasty, then Khilji dynasty. So remember all this, they might ask you to arrange in the order, like slave, then Khilji, then Tughlaq, then Sayyid, then Lodi. They might also ask that who ruled for more years. For arranging, in that also they might ask for arranging. So remember that also. So who ruled for maximum? Tughlaq, and least was Khilji dynasty. Okay. Now we'll start with the slave dynasty, who started ruling in 1206 and ruled till 1290 AD. So first we'll study about the Qutbuddin Aibak. His ruling period was from 1026 AD to 1210 AD. A Turkish slave by origin, he was purchased by Muhammad Ghori. So this Qutbuddin Aibak was a Turkish slave. He was purchased by Muhammad Ghori, who later made him his governor. So after the death of Ghori, Aibak became the master of Hindustan and founded slave dynasty in 1026. Then for his generosity, he was given the title of Lakh Bucks, giver of lakhs. So if they ask about who got the title of Lakh Bucks, so it is Qutbuddin Aibak. He died in 1210 AD while playing Chaugan or Polo. So while playing Polo or Chaugan, he died. He fell down from the horse and he died. Qutbuddin Aibak died by playing Chaugan or Polo. So this question have come. Who died while playing Chaugan? So that is Qutbuddin Aibak. That is Quwat al-Islam at Delhi and Arhai Din Ka Jhopra at Ajmer. So Arhai Din Ka Jhopra is at Ajmer, was built by Qutbuddin Aibak. He also began the construction of Qutub Minar in the honor of famous Sufi saint Khwaja Qutbuddin Bakhtiyar Kaki. So he built Qutub Minar in the honor of famous Khwaja Qutbuddin Bakhtiyar Kaki. So this question also has come that Qutub Minar is based on was the honor for which famous Sufi, that is Khwaja Qutbuddin Bakhtiyar Kaki. Aibak was the great patron of learning and patronized writers like Hasan Nizami, author of Tajul Masir, and Fakr-i-Mudabir, author of Adab al-Harb wa Suja. This is not important. Just remember this. Khwaja Qutbuddin Bakhtiyar Kaki. In his honor, Qutub Minar was constructed. And Arai Din ka Jopra is at Ajmer, and Quwwat al-Islam is at Delhi. And Arai Din ka Jopra means this is also mosque. So don't say that it is simple hut or something. So this is also mosque. So that is at Ajmer. Then next ruler was Samsidun Iltutmish. He was a slave of. Yeah, any doubt? Okay. First ruler was Qutbuddin Aibak. Then next was Samsuddin Iltutmish. So Qutbuddin Aibak also was a slave of Muhammad Ghori. When Muhammad Ghori died, then Qutbuddin Aibak found the slave dynasty. Then Samsuddin Iltutmish became the ruler after Qutbuddin Aibak. And Samsuddin Iltutmish also was the slave of Qutbuddin Aibak and occupied the throne of Delhi in 1211 AD after deposing Aram Shah. He was a very capable ruler and is regarded as the real founder of Delhi Sultanate. So if questions comes, who was the real founder was of Qutbuddin Aibak, but real founder if they ask, so Samsuddin Iltutmish. He made Delhi the capital in place of Lahore. So during the Qutbuddin rule, capital was at Lahore, but Iltutmish made Delhi as the capital. He saved Delhi from the wrath of Genghis Khan, the Mongol leader, by refusing shelter to Jalaluddin Mangal Barani. So this Jalaluddin Mangal Barani was the prince of Kharji. He was running away, and he was seeking shelter in this Delhi area, but he saved this Samsuddin Iltutmish. He did not give order to stay here, so he denied it. So in that, he saved the Delhi Sultanate from the wrath of Genghis Khan, the Mongol leader. He introduced the silver coin Tanka. So during the Sultanate period, silver coin was known as Tanka. So questions might come, what is known as Tanka? So that is silver coin, and copper coin was known as Jittal. He organized the Ikta system. So Ikta system was started during Samsuddin Iltutmish and introduced the reforms in civil administration and army, which was now centrally paid and recruited. So this recruitment of soldiers started in the Samsuddin Iltutmish era. He set up an officially nobility of slaves known as Chahalgani, Chalisa, group of 40. So Chahalgani was started during Samsuddin Iltutmish period. Chahalgani or Chalisa. Study this one. Remember all these colored points. Remember that everything. Chahalgani was started during Iltutmish period. He completed the construction of Qutub Minar, which was started by Aibak. So that Qutub Minar was built in the honor of famous Sufi saint Khwaja Qutbuddin Bakhtiyar Kaki, and that was not completed, but it was completed by Iltutmish. So Qutub Minar was started by construction was started by Aibak and completed by Iltutmish. Then he patronized Minhaj as-Suraj, author of Tabaqat-i-Nasri. So who wrote Tabaqat-i-Nasri? Minhaj as-Siraj. So he was court poet of Samsuddin Iltutmish. Then Ruknuddin. He ruled for shorter period. He was the son of Iltutmish and was crowned by her mother Shah Turkan after death of Iltutmish. He was deposed by his sister Razia, daughter of Iltutmish, when he was out of capital to curb a rebellion in Awadh against him. Then now we'll study about the Razia Sultan. This Ruknuddin is not important, but you must remember that first was Qutbuddin Aibak, then Aram Shah, then Iltutmish came to rule, then Ruknuddin came to rule. So you must remember it. All this is not important, but who came in middle for ruling? So you must remember all this. Then next was Razia Sultan. Though Iltutmish had nominated his daughter Razia as his successor, the nobles placed Ruknuddin Firoj on the throne. So that noble in that Chahalgami, you can see all that will be captured, all that places were taken by nobles. So they declared Ruknuddin Firoz on the throne instead of Rajia Sultan. So however, Rajia got rid of Ruknuddin and ascended the throne. She was the first and only Muslim lady who ever ruled in India. So only Muslim lady, you can include Mughal ruler also. So only Muslim lady was Rajia. Yeah, any doubt? She was popular among the people but was not acceptable to the nobles and theologians. She further offended the nobles by her pretense for an abyssin slave Yakut. So she also kept a Yakut slave and she kept Yakut as his military commander. So Altonia, governor of Bathinda, refused to accept sovereignty of Rajia. So Rajia, accompanied by Yakut, marched against Altonia. So who was the governor of Bathinda? Altonia. Then in that Altonia got Yakut murdered. When they went to when they marched against Altonia, that time Yakut was murdered, and then Rajia married Altonia, and both of them marched towards Delhi. Then while marching towards Delhi, there was a conspiracy in that Rajia was assassinated near Kaithal, Haryana. So Rajia was assassinated. Then we will study about Baramsa. This is not important, but okay, little we will study about him. Baramsa. After Rajia Iltutmish's third son, Baramsa was put on the throne by the powerful Turkish Council of Chalisa. Then Masood Shah. You must remember all name only. This is important, but important points you must remember in this Rajia Sultan, that is slave Yakut and governor of Bathinda, Altonia, and also first and only Muslim lady. Then Ruknuddin, only name is remembered because during in middle who came for ruling. Then Iltutmish. Then in that before Iltutmish, Aram Shah was ruling, so you must remember Aram Shah. Then before that, Ruknuddin. Okay. Now Masood Shah. He was son of Ruknuddin but was deposed by Balban. Then after that, Nasruddin Muhammad started ruling. Again the son of Iltutmish. And that Nasruddin Muhammad was known as, if question comes, who was known as Darvesi king? Just note it down somewhere. Actually, this slide is have been cut a little bit. So Darvesi king was known by the name of Nasruddin Muhammad. So Nasruddin Muhammad was also called as Darvesi king. He was very pious and noble. Then we will study about Ghiyasuddin Balban. Balban ascended the throne in 1266 AD. He broke the power of Chalisa. Then what happened in who ascended Chalisa system? That is Iltutmish. See, Chahalgami or Chalisa. That group of 40 people, it was started by Iltutmish, and who banned Chalisa or who stopped the Chalisa? That is Balban, Ghiyasuddin Balban. To keep himself well informed, Balban appointed spies. So a spy system was started with Ghiyasuddin Balban. He created a strong centralized army to deal with internal disturbances and to check Mongols who were posing a serious danger to Delhi Sultanate. Then he started the military department, Diwan-i-Arj. So remember this one, Diwan-i-Arj was known as military department during the Ghiyasuddin Balban ruling time. And he also took up the title of Jila Ilahi, title of God. So Jila Ilahi, this title was given to Ghiyasuddin Balban. He introduced Sizda and Pabos. Remember this one also. Who introduced Sizda and Pabos? That is Ghiyasuddin Balban. So Sizda is prostration before the monarch. That you have to bend down and say that during the Ghiyasuddin Balban ruling time, what happens? If you are traveling somewhere and suddenly this Balban comes, then you have to bend down and you have to kiss the feet of monarch. So that is known as Pabos. And Sizda is, that means if a ruler want to do horse riding, during that time what happens, that if they want to ride the horse, then during that time the other persons nearby, they have to bend down and they have to show the help for climbing up. Like stairs, they have to be like stairs so that rulers can climb easily. So that is known as Siddha. So prostration before the monarch. He destroyed the Mewati Rajputa brigandage in the Doab area. So this is not important, but remember about Siddha Pabos. Then Jile Elite title was given to Balban. Dewan-i-Arch was military department, and broke the power of Chalisa. Chalisa was won by Ghiyasuddin and by Ghiyasuddin Baibur. And then last ruler was Kaikawad. A grandson of Balban was seated on the throne by Fakhruddin, the Kotwal of Delhi, who assumed high political authority during the last days of Balban. But Kaika was killed by Khilji family. So last ruler of slave dynasty was Kaikawad. We saw the end of slave dynasty and then the start of Khilji dynasty in Delhi throne. So Delhi slave dynasty ruled till 1290 AD. Then after that, Khilji dynasty started ruling. So they ruled from 1290 AD to 1320 AD. They ruled for a shorter period. Okay. Jalaluddin Khilji, who was the founder of Khilji dynasty? Jalaluddin Khilji was the founder. Then in this Khilji dynasty, one important, you must study about Alauddin Khilji. You must study everything about Alauddin Khilji. So he was a nephew and son-in-law of Jalaluddin Khilji. Alauddin Khilji killed him. So Alauddin, who killed Jalaluddin Khilji? Alauddin Khilji killed him and succeeded the throne in the 1296 AD. He was the first Turkish Sultan of Delhi who separated religions from politics. So if question comes, who was the first Turkish Sultan of Delhi who separated religions from politics? That is Alauddin Khilji. And he proclaimed kingship's no kinship. So you must remember this also. Kingship knows no kinship. So it was proclaimed by whom? Alauddin Khilji. Then Alauddin annexed many cities like Gujarat, Ranthambore, Mewar, Malwa, Jalore. And Alauddin's army led by Malik Kafur defeated Ramchandra, the other ruler of Delhi. So this is not important. Okay, I have marked this is important for CDSE. Okay. Now administrative reforms during the Alauddin Khilji time. In order to avoid the problems created by nobles, Alauddin issued 4 ordinances. So you must remember all 4 ordinances. First ordinance aimed at the confiscation of religious endowments and free grants of lands. So first ordinance was that free grants of land. The second ordinance, Alauddin reorganized the spice system. So spice system was started during the Balban time, but in this Khilji time, in Khilji, Alauddin Khilji started the spice system. Then third ordinance was use of wine. So prohibited the use of wine. Third ordinance, the fourth ordinance is issued by Alauddin laid down that nobles should not have social gathering and they should not intermarry without his permission. So they should not gather, that all nobles like Brahmins and everything, they should not gather and they should not intermarry without his permission. Then who started the Dag and Chehra system? That is Alauddin Khilji. So Siddha Pabas was started by Ghiyasuddin Balban. So he introduced the system of Dag, the branding of horse, and Chehra, descriptive role of soldier. So Dag, who started the branding of horse? That is Alauddin Khilji, and also known as Dag system. Alauddin ordered that all land was to be measured and then share of the state was to be fixed. The post of a special officer called Mustaq Raja was created for the purpose of collection of revenue. So Mustaq Raja was created for the purpose of collection of revenue. And it was started in Alauddin Khilji period time. Alauddin sought to fix cost of all commodities. For the purpose, he set up 3 markets at Delhi. So who was a market system? That is Alauddin Khilji. One market for food grains, second for costly cloth, third for horse, slaves and cattle. And each market was under the control of high officer called Sahana, who maintained a register of the merchants and strictly controlled the shopkeepers and prices. And the check market was done by 2 officers, Diwan-i-Riyasat and Sahana-i-Mandi. So don't remember this one, but you must remember market system was started by Alauddin. Then who built the Alai Darwaja? The entrance gate of Qutub Minar? Alauddin Khilji. If the question comes, who built the entrance gate of Qutub Minar? That is Alauddin Khilji, which is known as Alai Darwaja. He also built the palace of 1,000 pillars called Hajar Sutun. And Amir Khusro was the court poet of Alauddin Khilji. We have seen yesterday in that slide, I had mentioned about the court poet. So Amir Khusro was the fourth poet of Alauddin. In 1316 AD, after the death of Alauddin, Malik Kafur called Hajar Dinari. So who was known as Hajar Dinari? That is Malik Kafur. Seized the throne. Before Kafur died, he nominated 1,006-year-old prince as king. Kafur was killed by the loyalists of the royal family of Alauddin. Then Mubarak Hasan ruled after that time. Then Khusro killed Mubarak Khan. Then assumed the title of Nasruddin in mid-1320 AD. Then okay, we'll study what Khusro Khan. Khusro Khan was killed by Ghazi Malik, the governor of Dipalpur, when he tried to oppose the rebellion by Ghazi. The end of Khilji dynasty and establishment of Tughlaq dynasty on the throne. So now we'll study about the Tughlaq dynasty. Tughlaq dynasty was they started ruling from 1320 AD and they ruled till 1414 AD. So in that, Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq was the founder. The last king of Khilji dynasty, Khusro Khan, the last king of Khilji dynasty was killed by Ghazi Malik, and Ghazi Malik assumed the throne, assumed the title Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. So what was the name of Ghazi Malik? Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. So who got the title of Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq? That is Ghazi Malik. He died in an accident, and his son Jona Ulugh Khan succeeded him under the title Muhammad bin Tughlaq. And in this Tughlaq dynasty, you must know about the Muhammad bin Tughlaq, because during his reign, there many incidents took place which are famous. So you must remember all that Muhammad bin Tughlaq ruling period time. What happened during all that time? So Prince Jona, son of Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq, ascended the throne in 1325 AD. He tried to introduce many administrative reforms. So he was famous for this one. He had 5 ambitious projects for which he became particularly debatable. So due to that 5 ambitious projects, he became debatable. So you must remember that particular 5 ambitious projects. What are that? So taxation in the Doab. All that important things in that I am marking. So taxation in the Doab, for the first project, taxation in Doab. In that what happened? Sultan made an ill-advised financial experiment in the Doab between the Ganges and Yamuna river. He not only increased the rate of taxation, so in that Ganges and Yamuna river, that is fertile soil area, so in that he increased the rate of taxation, but also revived and created some additional awaqs or cesses. Although the share of the state remained as in time of Alauddin, it was fixed arbitrarily, not in the basis of actual produce. So prices were also fixed artificially for covering the produce into money. So it is said that increase as 20-fold. Increase was 20-fold, and to this were added ghari or house tax, and then also charai or pasture tax was added in that. Then Sultan created a new department of agriculture called as Diwan-i-Oi. So Diwan-i-Urj, that is created during the Ghiyasuddin Balban time, that is known as for military department. And Diwan-i-Oi during Muhammad bin Tughlaq time. So taxation in Doab is famous for this first project, and this was the failure. Then transfer of capital. What happened? He was ruling in the North India, but he also wanted to rule in the South India. So he shifted his capital from Delhi to Devagiri. So in that what happened? From Devagiri he was not, Devagiri in South India, from Devagiri he was not able to look upon the northern India. So again after that also became failure, and then after that he shifted the capital again back to Delhi. And in that, Devagiri was thus named as Daulatabad. So remember that Devagiri name was named as Daulatabad, and transfer of capital was also a failure of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Then introduction of token currency. In that what happened? Muhammad bin Tughlaq decided to introduce bronze coin instead of silver coins. So this was also a failure. Muhammad bin Tughlaq might have been successful if he could prevent people from forging new coins. In that time, Muhammad bin Tughlaq time, what happened? That many forgery was going on for silver coins. So he thought, okay, we'll start the bronze coin. So that will be a good idea. But that was also failure. So in that also many persons started forging that new coins of bronze. So again, after it, again he shifted back to silver coins, and in that he promised to exchange silver pieces for bronze coins. So if they give bronze coins in the kingdom, then they will get the silver pieces. So you must remember that taxation in the Dwap, that was failure, transfer of capital, and you must remember the Devagiri name. So it is also known as Daulatabad. Then proposed Khurasan expedition. He was advised by someone to conquer Khurasan and Iraq. The Sultan, a vision of universal conquest. He had a vision of universal conquest. So he decided to conquer Khurasan and Iraq and mobilize a huge army for the purpose. He was encouraged to do so by Khurasani nobles who had taken shelter in his fort. Moreover, there was instability in Khurasan on account of unpopular ruler of the Shah. So this project was also abandoned. So they went to that area and again came back. So this was also failure. And then was Khurasan expedition. So remember this one in decreasing order or increasing order. Like first was taxation in Dwap, then next was transfer of capital, then next was introduction of token currency, then Khurasan expedition, then Khurasan expedition. This expedition was launched in Kumaon Hills in Himalaya, allegedly to counter Chinese incursions. It also appears that expedition was directed against some refractory tribes in Kumaon Garhwal region with the object of bringing them under Delhi Sultanate. But this also was failure. First, in the first attack, he got success, but when the rainy season started, that time the invaders suffered terribly. So in that what happened? In that they suffered terribly. So again they came back. In last days were spent in checking the revolts. So due to all this failure of all these expeditions and new rule type, so due to that one he faced 36 revolts in 25 years. So you must remember all that. Then after that, in that just okay, foundation of Vijayanagar was in 1336 AD. This is not important. Okay. He died in Thatta while campaigning in Sindh against Taki, a Turkish slave. So where this Muhammad Tughlaq died, he died in Thatta. Then Firoz Shah Tughlaq. It is not that much important, but some important points are marked. So he attempted to reassert his authority over South India and Deccan during the Muhammad bin Tughlaq area time, when he shifted his capital to Delhi. When he shifted back his capital to Delhi again, so during that time, again South India became independent. So in that Firoz Shah Tughlaq thought to again gain the authority over South India. In Firoz Shah Tughlaq time, he prohibited the practice of Muslim women going out to worship at the graves of saints. So before, what was the rule? That the graves of saints, that Muslim women also has to go. But he prohibited the practice of Muslim women going out to worship at the graves of saints. So this was the main thing during the Firoz Shah Tughlaq time. And it was during the time of Firoz that jizya became a separate tax. So jizya was started by, first it was used by Firoz Shah Tughlaq time. Then it was continued. So you must remember, jizya was started during Firoz Shah Tughlaq time. And also he issued 4 taxes named Kharaj, Zakat, jizya and khams. So you must remember all these 4. Kharaj was for land tax, which was equal to 1/10 of the produce of the land. Then Zakat was 2% tax on the property. And jizya was levied on non-Muslims. So only non-Muslims have to pay the tax. And khams was for 1/5 of the booty captured in during the war. So you must remember all these 4 terms: Kharaj, Zakat, and jizya. All these was started during the rule of Firoz Shah Tughlaq. And Firoz Shah Tughlaq was a great builder, and he built the cities of Fatehabad, Hisar, Jaunpur, Firozabad. So remember all these 4 cities names. So who built all these 4 cities? Fatehabad, Hisar, Jaunpur, and Firozabad. It was built by Firoz Shah Tughlaq. And the city of Jaunpur was founded in the memory of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. So it was named after his nickname Jauna Khan. And remember this one. See, in this you must remember all these 4 taxes, then you must remember all these 4 cities, then you must remember this one, this the 2 pillars of Ashoka, one from Chopra. So questions might come that during the Firoz of Tughlaq ruling time, some Ashoka pillars were brought to Delhi. So from which place they were brought? So one from Chopra and other was from Miru. The Sultan established a Delhi hospital described as Darul Sifa. So Darul Sifa hospital was at Delhi. It was established by Firoz Tughlaq. Okay. Then he died in 1388 AD. Okay. Then after that, after Firoz Tughlaq ruling time, Timur invasion started. The Lem, a Turkish chief. So in that, what happened? Rival conqueror from Mongolia and descendant of Genghis Khan invaded India in 1398 AD. During the reign of Mahmud Shah Tughlaq, the last ruler of Tughlaq dynasty. Then what happened? The Timur army mercilessly sacked and plundered Delhi. Then Timur returned to Central Asia. Then after that, Vizhi Khan, he started rule over Punjab. Then he died while on his way to conquering China. Then after that, Vizhi Khan started the Sayyid dynasty. The Sayyid dynasty was started during 1414 AD. So in Sayyid dynasty, nothing is that much important, but you must remember who was the founder of Sayyid. The founder of Sayyid dynasty was Vizhi Khan. Then the last ruling dynasty of Delhi Sultanate is the Lodi dynasty. So the Lodi dynasty started during 1451 AD, and its founder was Balol Lodi. Who was the founder of Lodi dynasty? It is Balol Lodi. He established himself in Punjab after the invasion of Timur and conquered Bihar and Western Bengal. He shifted his capital from Delhi to Agra. So during Muhammad bin Tughlaq time, he shifted that capital from Delhi to Devagiri, that is also known as Daulatabad, again shifted back to Delhi. But during the Balol Lodi time, he shifted the capital from Delhi to Agra, a city founded by him. Sorry, this part is of Sikandar Lodi. Okay, there is a little mistake in that. Actually, some points have been cut from the starting. So this part is of Sikandar Lodi. I'll share it in other pages. I'll share it in the WhatsApp group. So there you can study from there. So see, Sikandar Lodi. So this is part of Sikandar Lodi. He shifted for capital from Delhi to Agra, and Agra city was founded by Sikandar Lodi. Question have come already. Agra was founded by which leader? So that is founded by Sikandar Lodi. Okay. Sikandar was a fanatic Muslim and broke the sacred images of Jwalamukhi temple at Nagarkot and ordered the temples of Mathura to be destroyed. So he also started destroying temples. And Gaj Sikandari was started during the Sikandar Lodi ruling time, and that was started for the development of agriculture. And Gaj Sikandari is 32 digits for measuring cultivated land. Then next and last ruler of Lodi dynasty and Delhi Sultanate is Ibrahim Lodi. He was the last king of Lodi dynasty. And at last, Daulat Khan Lodi, the governor of Punjab, invited Babur to overthrow Ibrahim Lodi. Babur accepted the offer and inflicted a crushing defeat on Ibrahim Lodi in his first battle of Panipat. So you must remember the first battle of Panipat. You must remember all battles. So tomorrow I'll give you the all battle names, and it happened during which two rulers, and it happened in which year. So remember all that, because that is like one word question and answer, and that might be possible that comes in AFCAT exam. So study that battle and rulers and in which year. So first battle of Panipat happened in 1526 AD, and it was between Ibrahim Lodi and Babur, in which Ibrahim Lodi was killed in the battle, and with him Delhi Sultanate period ended. Okay. Now this literature of Delhi Sultanate is mentioned there, and particular important ones I have marked. So Tahqiq-i-Hind was written by Al-Biruni, and he was Arabian scholar. Then Tabaqat-i-Nasri, Minhaj as-Siraj, We had studied this about this author already in the previous slide also. So go through that. He was the court poet of which ruler? Okay. So go through the previous slides. Then Laila Majnun was written by Amir Khusro. And Amir Khusro was the court poet of Alauddin Khilji. And see, here Miraj Siraj was doing the Iltutmish thing. So he was the court poet of Iltutmish. And he gave in that his book, Tabakat Ainasi, he gave an account of Iltutmish thing. Then Tughlaq Nama, again by Amir Khusro. No Sifir Amir Khusro. So you must remember the Amir Khusro name in medieval India. Then Fatwa Jahangir was written by Ziadul Barani. That gave an account of Tughlaq dynasty. So they might also ask question that who was the contemporary of Tughlaq dynasty? Mostly that Muhammad bin Tughlaq time. So that is Ziadul Barani. Then Tariqa-i Firoz Shahi. That was also written by Ziadul Barani. Then at last, Khamsa was written by Amir Khusro. So remember Amir Khusro name and all the books written by him. Then Shahnama was by Firdausi. Kitabul Rehla was written by Ibn Battuta. And remember, all this book of Amir Khusro is not of that much important. So remember that in upper part. And then Tariq-i Firoz Shahi was written by Shams-i Siraj Afif. So this was history of Tughlaq. Okay, then we'll see that some important names. That Ikta was for province. Then Sikh was for district. Then Paragana was for taluka and Gram for village. So remember this question already have come about Paragana. Is also known as taluka. So remember all this unique name. And this Mukadma is also for Gram. And that village head manager known as Mukadam. And Mukadma is also known as Gram. So remember this one. Okay. Today we'll try to finish this Vijayanagar Empire. Then after that we'll stop with that. Then tomorrow we'll finish the rest. Because I think so our time is going to be finished now. Okay. We'll start the Vijayanagar Empire. So Vijayanagar Empire was started during the 1336 AD. And founder was Harihar and Bukka. Who was the founder of Vijayanagar Empire? It was Harihar and Bukka. They were sons of Sangama, who were feudatories of Kaktiyas, later became minister in the court of Ampili. Vijayanagar kingdom lay in the Deccan to the south of Bahmani kingdom. Vijayanagar period can be divided into 4 distinct dynasties, that is Sangama, Chalua, Tuluva, Aravidu. So remember all these 4 names, because questions might come that which of the following dynasty does not come on the Vijayanagar Empire. So in one option some other name might be given. So remember all these 4 names. Or they might give that which of the following kingdom is from Vijayanagar Empire. So remember all these names: Sangama, Saluva, and Tuluva, and Aravutu. Then first Sangama dynasty. First ruling dynasty of Vijayanagar Empire is Sangama dynasty. That is, they started ruling from 1336 AD. So who are the founder of Sangama dynasty? Harihara I and Bukka I. They laid the foundation of Vijayanagar. Vijayanagar Bahmani conflict began with the foundation of kingdoms. So clash of interest in 3 areas. So Raichi Doab between Krishna and Tungandra. So remember this about Raichi Doab. Actually this is also part of geography, or you can say static also. So Raichu Doab is between Krishna and Tungandra river. So remember that between Krishna and Tungandra river, Raichu Doab is located. Then Krishna Godavari Delta and Marathwada Delta. Bukka I strengthened the city of Vidyanagar and renamed it as Vijayanagar. He restored harmony between the warring Vaishnavas and the Jains. The king of Malabar, Selur, and other country kept ambassador at his court. Then Harihara II. Bukka I was succeeded by his son Harihara II. And now you must remember all this. So first Sangama started ruling, then Saluva, then Tuluva, then Aravido. And all that founders name. So Sangama founder is Harihara and Bukka. Salwa dynasty founder is Salwa Narasimha. Then Tuluva is Bir Narasimha. So it's remember the Salwa and Tuluva because you might get confused. In both Narasimha is there. So Salwa, it is Salwa Narasimha, and Tuluva it is Bir Narasimha. Aravedu is Tirumala founder. Okay. Devaraya one. He was the third son of Harihar II, and he built a dam across the Turbandra river. So if question comes, who built the dam across Turbandra river? That is Devaraya I. And Niccolo di Conti visited during his reign. So you must remember Niccolo di Conti is from which country also? Yesterday we had seen in the slides. So Niccolo di Conti is from which country? And he came during which ruler time? So he came during the Devaraya I time. So now Devaraya II. He began the practice of employing Muslim cavalrymen and archers in the army on large scale. So he started that employing Muslim cavalrymen and archers in the army on large scale. So their induction had begun during the Devaraya I time. This army, all this and the archers, that induction had started during the Devaraya I time. But employing the Muslim cavalrymen that started during the Devaraya II. He was called Proj Devaraya, and he also got the title of Gajab Vitkara. So remember this title. Remember all their titles. So Gajab Vitkara was given the title to Devaraya II, and Dindima was the fourth poet. Then now Saluva dynasty. Saluva dynasty founder is Saluva Narasimha. Then Tirumal and Imadi Narasimha were the rulers of Saluva dynasty, and Vasco da Gama came during their ruling time, during Saluva dynasty ruling time. So both were managed during the regency of Narsanaika. Vasco da Gama landed in Calicut during his reign in 1498. Then Tuluva dynasty was founded by Bir Narasimha. Then in this Vijayanagar Empire, most important ruler is Krishnadeva Raya. So Krishnadeva Raya maintained friendly relations with Albuquerque, the Portuguese wonder. So remember this one. And he won Odisha for Vijayanagar, and Vijayanagar emerged as the strongest during his reign. And he had made some architectures and temples. So Vijay Mahal, House of Victory, the Hajar Rama Temple, the Bithal Swami Temple. He took the titles of Yavana Raja Asthapanacharya. So Gajab Vitkara is given title to Devaraya II, and this Yavana Raja Asthapanacharya is given to Krishnadeva Raya. So don't get confused between Krishnadeva Raya or Devaraya I, Devaraya II. So study that all that properly, all that name and everything. In exam also see carefully. He was during his time he wrote a book Amukta Malyada. So remember this name, and that is written in Telugu, and that was written by Krishnadeva Raya. And also he wrote Sanskrit drama that is known as Jambavati Kalyanam. And his court was adorned by Astadigas, that 8 poets. One is Pedama, he wrote Manucharitam, then Timaya, Parijata of Brahmama, and then remember, just study all these names, and you must remember Tenali Rama. So Tenali Rama he wrote Panduranga Matya. So remember this one also. Then Krishnadeva Raya, a contemporary of Babur. So who was the contemporary of Babur? Krishnadeva Raya. Already question has come about this. Who was the contemporary of Babur? And during Krishnadeva Raya, Devarato Barbosa and Domingo Peace visited during the Krishnadeva ruling time. Then remember about the Battle of Talikota. Battle of Talikota took place on 1365 AD. So remember this one, also called as Battle of Rakshasa. So direct question has come. When Battle of Talikota took place? That is on 23rd Jan 1565 AD. Okay. Then the last is Aravedu dynasty, and founder is Tirumala Raya. He shifted the capital to Penugonda. Then this Nanar and Gar you can remember easily, and you will study in the religious movements. The Nankar system was a special feature of provincial administration. So this say Nanar, and one more is that we will study in the religious movements. But don't get confused with this administration purpose. So Nankar system was the special feature of provincial administration, and Angar was also a village administration. So this was for provincial and this was for village. And Mandalam, that is known as province, Nadu is district, and Gram is village. And head was known as Nadu Prabhu, Gram Gauda, and Mandalam Mandaleswar. And architectures during this Vijayanagar Empire, Vithal Swami Temple, Ajaraman Temple at Hampi, then this Parvati Temple at Chittambaram, then Ekambara Temple at Kanchipuram. Remember all these names, all that temple names. So okay, we'll stop it here. So tomorrow when we come, we'll start with the Bahmani kingdom. So we'll stop with this one, and all your slides is there. And about Sikandar Lodi, we missed some points. So about Sikandar Lodi, 1 or 2 page, I'll send it in the group. So study from that one, and study all that 4 poets' name, then architectures, and all these particular names, because they might ask that district was known as, that is Nadu. So I study all this. So today we'll finish with this Vijayanagar Empire. Tomorrow we'll start with Bahmani Kingdom, and also we'll study about the Mughal Empire. Then we'll go into the modern India. So that's all for today. We'll finish with this.